Here is the code word. You can be a writer and expect to be in a community where no one knows how to read or where no one appreciates writers. This is where we all go wrong. We feel like our gift can make ways for us. No, it's just because we are implementing our gift where it is not appreciated. You are investing on a ground that is not productive. You have to discover where you ought to be. Everybody don't need to like what you do, but there are people or categorical of people that likes what you do. And for you to excel, you need to be in that place where people appreciate what you do. This is just a short formula as to why people fail. You can't want to be a musician and you're in a community where nobody gives a damn care about music. How the hell do you think you want to sell out? You can sell out. You feel like you've got this gift in you and yet it's not making ways for you. Woe unto such person. You need to discover yourself. You need to discover where you ought to be, when you ought to be there, and how the hell you're going to get there. You don't have to wait on people. You don't have to look about what they do. You don't have to look about what they say about you. It's all about you. Discover where you ought to be. It happens too with your friends. It happens too with your family. Are you with the right family? Are you with the right friends? Are you with the right people? Who do you mingle with? Who do you get yourself socialized with? Who do you associate with? Who do you do things with? You're trying to entertain someone who don't give a damn care about what blogging is about. And then you want to force this person to look into your content. You can't get the positive energy from it. You have to be in a society where they appreciate you. Any society that appreciates you gives you growth. The problem is, we always want to plant a seed on a ground that is not fruitful. And then we expect that same ground to produce something positive. Who does that? Farmers don't do their shit that way. You need to know what soil you will put your seed in. You need to check the strategy of your success. You need to figure them out. You need to fix them like a puzzle. You need to understand the moves. You need to know when and when not. If we get to understand these things, we would all be in a better place today. We all have been a victim of it. I am once a victim of it. I've learned from it. Or I could still be a victim of it. It's hard time I had to discover myself. And it's hard time I had to tell you to discover yourself. I can't want to pull out this shit in a community where people don't appreciate this shit and then I want my shit to bring forth food on my table. No, it ain't going to work that way. It's hard time to discover where you ought to be. It's hard time to discover where accepts your energy. What kind of people accept your energy? Everybody's not going to like what you do. Do not forget that. But in this life, there are categorical of people who are positioned to like a particular thing. There are people who love music, but they don't like reading. There are people who love to read, but they don't like to do music. There are people who can write music, but yet they don't want to do music. If you do not discover who you are and where you ought to be, then you don't have a damn reason as to why you need to complain that you ain't making it. Because it's 2020, life is too short. Corona alone is a pure example of it. The world can end up tomorrow. The world can end up a few seconds away from now. But the truth is, if you have what is inside of you that you feel like the world wants to hear about, let it out. Be in the right place to let it out. So that the right energy will support you to grow. Otherwise, you will keep putting your seed in a bad soil. Peace out. This